What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with Me, and welcome to a video talking about the game The Big Con. First, I just want to give a huge shout out to Mighty Yell and Mighty Yell Studios. I believe they're two different studios, and Skybound Games for supplying me with a review copy of The Big Con. I saw a trailer in my email. I thought it looked pretty cool, and I was like, I'll attempt, see if I can get a review copy, because that does look pretty cool. And very happily enough, I was supplied a review copy, and hey man, I played The Big Con, and here I am discussing it with you. And of course, just because I got a review copy does not mean by any means it influences my opinion. I think it looks cool, so I wanted to talk about it. The whole premise of The Big Con is that you play as this girl who's trying to save money to help the video store that she works at with her mom. I should probably reword that. She's trying to steal money to actually give to her mom so she could save the video store that she works at. That's a big difference from saving and stealing, and that's what The Big Con is all about. You meet this one guy, and he teaches you how to pickpocket people, and you go on a giant road trip, try to take money from people, and save that video store from loan sharks, by the way. So essentially, you actually have to save like $97,000 in order to keep this store afloat. And that was the only way to do that, is by, alright, I guess I'm gonna have to steal and pickpocket. Right off the bat, that's such a unique premise to a game. It legitimately is very original in terms of video games. I love the whole aesthetic that they were going for, this whole 90s vibe that it kind of reminds me of Toe Jam and Earl in a way, where I really like that whole, it's got like the squiggly lines in the back when they're talking. I think it looks very Toe Jam and Earl-esque, and I guess that's just 90s in general. This whole game is an adventure, a road trip, coming of age essentially story, where it focuses very heavily on character and dialogue and you know, walking around exploring areas trying to pickpocket people, which means the dialogue and all these characters had to be pretty engaging, and they very much were. A lot of unique characters, a lot of funny dialogue that you'll be seeing, and it's all pretty damn well written. The dialogue perfectly fits to this world and this atmosphere that they're going for, and I thought it was just really funny. There's some really funny moments in this game, but it's also very nice. You know, the main character is just trying to do something nice, but in a really totally wrong way, you know? I never played a game where you're stealing money so you could save a video store with your mom. Like, it's so specific, and I really enjoy that whole idea of it. And the way they actually go about this whole stealing, the pickpocketing, is it's like this essentially kind of a mini game. The main gameplay loop that you're going to be doing is you'll be going behind a person, you'll be pressing like Y on a button, like I played on the Xbox controller. You're pressing Y, and then a little bar shows up, and you have to press it in time where it's in like the purple, and if you get in the purple, you're able to pickpocket. But if you fail that challenge, you'll actually be caught, and then you'll actually have to put something on if you want to re-attempt that same person. So along your way, you'll find masks, you'll find different clothing items, so you could re-attempt different characters if you wanted to. The bar does get smaller and smaller with the more money that person has, but the main gameplay loop was never really challenging for me at all. There was one time where I got caught 3 times, and then you have to like rewind tapes, which, you know, rewinding tapes literally, like at the video store. But they made the whole gameplay loop nice and simple to the point that anyone could pretty much do. And I really liked it, man. I did really like that whole aspect of it. It was addicting. Even though I had enough money to just move on to the next location, I wanted to go and steal everybody's money. You know, I wanted to see all these other little things. And it's not just about pickpocketing. There are things, little extra steps that you could do. Like, for example, you'll find this little girl that has this little Furby-like character that you could actually steal from her. And it's sold out everywhere already. So there's this other guy on the other side of the hallway who his kid is crying, but the father's like, oh man, I wish I had one. So you could talk with him and try to negotiate a price for him to actually sell that Furby. And it's really good. So you could go like all the way, like, all right, I'll just get it for $25 or whatever, but you could go higher and higher and try to get, you know, negotiate with him. There's plenty of characters that will give you money for different situations. It's not just pickpocketing, and I thought that was really well done. As you continue, more and more money they want you to get. And so that kind of becomes the challenge. All right, well, can you get $500? Can you get $1,000? You know, the later half is generally really damn good. I really enjoyed the later half of the game. The later half isn't just about pickpocketing. It's actually generally multiple setups trying to do this big heist almost thing. And they did really well done with the setup, with having to find different people and when other people show up and find out the different schedules and get lock combinations, a bunch of different things. And it genuinely was really addicting. I didn't want to stop, to be honest. The music in this game is also really good. The soundtrack, there's a variety of nice, almost hip-hop type sounds that I thought that was really good. Your whole road trip, of course, culminates to an ending that is also really damn good. Of course, no spoilers, but I enjoyed it, man. I actually really enjoyed this entire game. It's a lot of fun. It came out of nowhere for me. Like I said, I saw this trailer, like it was on the email, and I was like, that looks really cool. The Big Con was really damn good. It had an original gameplay loop with an original premise and story and characters that were generally really funny, with well-written dialogue and a variety of ways to approach a situation. You could just pickpocket and get a lot of money, or you could actually go on the sidelines, find some people, and do some tasks for them. And I really enjoyed that. There are lots of references for people that grew up in the 90s will probably really get. I didn't. Admittedly, I'll be completely honest with you. I was born in 99, so I know people like to act like, oh, I'm a 90s kid. I'm not a 90s kid. I was born in 99. I didn't see the 90s. So there was a lot of references that went probably completely over my head. I knew some movie references, but if you love the 90s, you love that aesthetic, you'll definitely love that art style that they chose. And it's really funky, man. It's really nice. It's really cool. But that was the Big Con. It came out actually a few days ago on August 31st on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. I played it on the PC. Ran flawlessly. It was a great looking game. There's lots of different characters and secrets that if you pick up this game, you're gonna have a blast just seeing for the first time. And it's why I don't even really want to talk too much about all those other characters. You may see some on screen, like the Rad Ghost that is just a damn fine guy. I love him. But other than that, again, huge shout out to Skybound Games, Mighty Yell Studios, for actually supplying me with a code. That always makes me happy, man. That always makes me happy. The Big Con is out for only $15, man. I finished this game in about, I think, a little over 4 hours. I think it's totally worth the price for sure. It's a unique road trip, coming of age video game. I don't think we get that pretty often. So I definitely recommend it. I thought it was a really fun time, man. I love that art style, the characters, the dialogue, the gameplay loop. It had me intrigued, and I really enjoyed it for sure. So go check out the Big Con. And if you have played it already, did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. And are you gonna pick it up, man? Are you not? You should. If it looks interesting to you, I think so, man. $15, 4 hours, nice. You could sit through it the whole time if you wanted to. I mean, do like a Snyder's Cut type thing. It's up to you. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
Is it even possible? Is the roster full? Do I got the pull? Do I got the image everyone wanna see spitting? Do I got the winning lottery ticket? Clock is a ticking, may not be pipping. Also trying not to be breaking like Clyde. I also try breaking my limit, not timid, but I know my time is finite. I'm just striving to get under that limelight. Is it a fantasy that has some fancy seats?